It's KIREI here for Hey Little Magpie, and I'm using the lovely Simple Stories Simple Vintage Flower Shop collection. And I've got a number of the pattern papers, I've got the foam stickers, I've got the floral bits ephemera, and the cardstock stickers. So the papers I'm using here, I've got this really lovely purple one. It's called Wisteria Gingham. And I have the journal elements, which is the one you can see in the background. And I'm also going to use the marigold gingham, which is the yellow gingham. So I decided to create a central square block for my layout. So using that as my background. And then I'm going to build my clusters, embellishment clusters and photos around that. So I wanted to keep quite a wide white border. I just thought that would balance it out. And then here I'm just because when I started, I was obviously the purples is with what really drew me actually, because I have some photos from the bluebell woods, and I thought these the gingham paper here would be perfect for that. So I'm just pulling out a few of the journal elements from the paper of the same name. I don't end up using the larger one actually, I only end up using the small one. So, and then here I did want to add a little bit of contrast. I didn't want it to be all purple. So I'm pulling in the marigold gingham here. And I'm just using the back of it just to mount my photos. And I've got 2 photo strips of 3 photos each. It is definitely something I am loving doing, is using multiple smaller photos on a layout. And I've definitely been doing it way more over the last 12 to 18 months, I guess. But yeah, and I'm just really enjoying getting more about my sort of, day, event, whatever it might be, onto a single layout. And getting my story documented essentially. So I'm pulling out, I've got ephemera, I've got some of the stickers here. And with the stickers, what I often do is I just de-stick the back of them I've got a powder brush, and that way I can manipulate them, move them around. Plus, I never like to stick my stickers flat anyway. I always will curve up the edges, or and create that like dimension. So basically, I'm working on a bit of a corner cluster over here with all the flowers and the leaves, and I'm just playing around here. And this is generally what I do with a layout, is I sort of play around with, I pull out the bits and pieces that I think would work, and then I play around with placing them before I start to stick everything down. Now, what I've pulled out here is the Hey Little Magpie May embellishment kit, and I've just pulled out, there was some really pretty sort of fabric flowers in the kit, in sort of white, off-white, and then in that green, which just picked up some of the leaves on the flowers from the ephemera, which was perfect. And there's that large green flower, it's like knitted or sort of, which I thought that looked really nice. And then there's a large canvas flare that says I'd pick you, and there's flowers on that, so that was perfect. So yeah, lots of little bits and pieces from the embellishment kit that were perfect. Oh, and there's that little yellow heart. It's almost like a leatherette heart, and it says love on it. And because it was yellow, and I'm just wanting to add a little pop of yellow along with the lilacs and the purples, that was perfect too. So I'm playing around here, and I've stuck that little journaling card down to the right. In the end, it just didn't really work. It just sort of unbalanced the layout for me. So that does come off, which you will see happen soon, I think. So now I can get things stuck down. And as I said, there we go, that journal card has gone. So now I can get everything, as I say, stuck down. And generally everything is stuck down in the middle. So I can keep the edges, the petals and the leaves curved up. Just sticking down some of these elements here, and I'm just using some glue dots just for some, just to really get them stuck down nice and securely. The small flowers, I am just using wet glue and just getting those stuck down. So yeah, Now, for the Hey Little Magpie, these are these exclusive monthly embellishment kits. So, effectively, it's like a subscription that you can start, and there is loads of fabulous bits and pieces in the kit. I mean, they're only a small amount, but I do use sequins later. They're in the kit. There is often ribbons. There might be some journaling cut apart cards, yeah, all sorts of lovely bits and pieces to use, and just perfect to add to a layout when you want just something more than just stickers and, ephemera. So, yeah. Okay, so now what am I doing here? Okay, I've pulled in the cardstock stickers, and again, I'm de-sticking them. I've got that little purple gingham heart that I'm raising up on foam pads. And then I think here, oh yeah, I've got some word phrases here, so I am going to add a few of those. So I've got fresh air, life is good, and I'll add another one in the yellow, which is hello springtime. Um, created that top cluster because I definitely felt like I needed something to balance the layout. And here it is. This is where I'm starting to play around a little bit. I'm not quite sure where those words are going to go. Plus, I've got my title to build in. So I've pulled off the memories from the foam stickers, and I do decide to have that at the top of the layout. And then I keep the phrase stickers at the bottom, and I've raised those on a couple of them on foam pads, and then the other one is stuck flat, though the ends are curved up, so it's not totally flat. Okay, so fiddling around here, just deciding those last few bits and pieces. I don't use that small lilac flower, I don't think, unless I bring it into the bottom. And there are a few small lilac flowers on the foam stickers as well, and I've added those into the bottom clusters as well. So, oh, I'm still playing around here. It's that yellow heart and that small lilac flower, which I just couldn't decide on. Well, there we go. I've got the heart stuck down, which is good. Okay, what have I got here? I pulled out, okay, I've got a little butterfly there that I just decided to add in. And then I decided to add woodland to my title. So it was Woodland Memories. And I'm using it's one of my favorite. I love this alpha. It's the Doodlebug Alphabet Soup in gold. I love all the colors. It's fabulous. And it just goes so well. You've always got a color that is going to work for you on a layout. So, yeah, you can check out all of the colours over on the shop actually. So yes. Oh, here's the sequence. So yeah, these are in the May embellishment kit, and I'm just pulling out the yellow and the greens from that to add to the layer, and then I'm pretty much done. I will add some journaling below my title, and I do decide to add some gold splatters to my embellishment clusters because I brought in the gold with the title. So yeah, so I think the final layout, here it is. There we go. And you'll see some of the close-up detail pics as well coming up for you now. I hope you've enjoyed the process video, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.